Welcome to Shakespeare FC, The Words, a 5-minute journey into the individual bits of language that were forged, fletched, hewn, and hammered, and sometimes crowbarred, into existence by our brilliant and witty Warwickshirean wordsmith, or, as you become more familiar, Uncle Will. I'm your host, Kari Marshall. Today we head back to northern Spain for Uncle William's 1594 tale of lofty vows of chastity, love-struck lords, and a filthy little mystery for you. What connects a puritanical English schoolteacher, a 1977 album by Pink Floyd, and our very own Uncle William's Love's Labour's Lost? Nothing, you say? An impossible task accomplished only when pigs fly? Well, alert air traffic control and strap in because Oink Airways is clearing for takeoff. William opens up his Love's Labour's Lost, landing us in the Kingdom of Navarre in northern Spain, where King Ferdinand has what one might politely call an idea. Less politely, it's a social experiment so absurd it makes Love Island look like a PBS anthropology documentary. He and his 3 lords are set to devote themselves to 3 years of pure study. No women, little food, less sleep, and presumably, absolutely, no fun. Their goal, to become paragons of learning and self-discipline. The reality, they become very hungry, very cranky, and very horny. His 3 lords dutifully sign on, though Barone, the sensible skeptic, mutters that such vows are doomed the moment reality arrives. And arrive it most certainly does, almost instantly, in the form of a letter from Don Armado, the king's Spanish courtier, who writes to report that the rustic clown Costard has been caught dallying with the milkmaid Jacanetta, thereby breaking the brand-new royal edict.
Men sit down to that nourishment which is called supper. So much for the time when. Now for the ground which I walked upon. It is yclept thy park. Then for the place where I did encounter that obscene and most preposterous event that draweth from my snow-white pen the ebon-coloured ink, which here thou viewest.
Obscene comes to us from the Latin via the French, the Latin obscenus originally being formed by placing ob, meaning in front of, appropriately in front of, cainum, which meant dirt, mud, or filth. The French obscene, which sounds beautiful to the ear, was attached to the uglier aspects of social interaction, describing what was offensive to taste and sensibilities. William then nudged it further into the sphere of sauciness, attaching it to the more public display of the most private of carnal of human pleasures. But now the answer to my question. As the pendulum of public permissiveness swings throughout history from the prudish puritanism of the Victorian era to the depraved debauchery of the Weimar Republic, which leads us 4 centuries into the future from Uncle Will's court of Navarre to the court of public opinion of 1960s London, where a former schoolmistress, Mary Whitehouse, led the charge against the BBC, railing against what she saw as their broadcasting obscene music and television programs. Enter a group of architecture students who form one of music's most influential bands, Pink Floyd, who would call her out by name on their 1977 album, Animals.
Hey, you White House, charade you are.
So, from the Shakespearean stage to the English courts to the Floydian studios, the battle between moral outrage and unruly art keeps striking the same delicious chord, proving that what's obscene to one age is often music to the next. Well, alas and alack, my friends, that is all we have time for. Join us again next time for another hopefully informative journey into the mind of Uncle William. I'm Kari Marshall. Farewell until next time.
Shakespeare Full Circle is a production of WGTE Public Media and is sponsored in part by the generous support of the Cowie Family Charitable Trust and Michelle and Kelvin McElwain. All previous episodes are available at wgte.org/sfc and wherever you get your podcasts.